meeting you, of course. Again, I'm gonna say that because we have such similar things, and you're like on the other side, but sort of like around the curve of the lake, how it goes, and
Yep, yep.
the plastics, like it's so hard to believe because we just said that it's ice blue colors and shades of Caribbean flavor,
Right.
and this plastic, like it's so micro, right? Like micro
A lot,
pieces.
a lot of it, there's a lot of microplastics in there. And then most of the plastic that actually goes in the lake doesn't come back out. So it'll go to the bottom, it'll break down over time. The portion that we see on the shorelines is just a small minority of what's been in there and eventually washes up with the surf. But it's everything. So about 3/4 of the pollution that goes into Lake Michigan, which is that 11 million pound number, is driven by industry. So factories and shipping, cargo ships on the lakes and spills, even things that are on the riverways and streams that feed into Lake Michigan, all that's captured in that 11 million number. But still about
Wow.
a quarter of that is beach pollution, and people like you and me and families going to the lake and leaving their styrofoam cups or forgetting their red Solo cup or leaving toys that get into the water, which is still, that's over 1 million pounds of trash. So there's still a lot of proving we can do on all levels. And right now we're reactive. We're going out and we're picking up stuff that's already been in there. We hope that this can get big enough and get such a strong following that we can be a little more proactive and start to figure out where this trash is coming from, apply some pressure, hold some people accountable. And we think that's where the big change really is.
Hmm.
And that's what we like about doing it as a business, as opposed to trying to push government legislation. Just moves really slow, in our opinion.
Right.
So we'd love for them to keep helping, which there are things being passed for the Great Lakes, but we want to be on the other side, building a community around it and doing it kind of boots on the ground style.
That's awesome. And I think
What?
collaborating, connecting, even I'll use you and I as an example, even though I'm in an inland lake and I'm sort of like possibly the reverse, but I still say it's a lifestyle. So paddleboarding, when they
Oh
come
yeah.
out for classes, uh, yes, I'm teaching them. I want to keep my eye on them if we're not doing yoga at the pod, if we're out paddling. But we go through some canals, and sometimes I see something, and I'll pick it up, put it in my board. A lot of times it's a cup or, yeah, just random
We
plastic.
love that. We applaud you.
Yeah, I try, and so I think it is, and I thought by the end of the season, maybe because I was even being a little more vocal about it. And I also have another friend. I'm going to tell you about her too in a second. You may already
Yeah.
know her. I don't know. But, just counting the pieces of plastic, and I would send it her way as a data input. And she likes to, count it. And it's for the Great Lakes water basin. So even though it's inland
Mhm.
lake, it can still count it. And I swear by the end of the season, I thought people were a little bit more conscious about it. And I would post pictures if I saw something. One was kind of a funny taco. Like Taco Bell has those sayings, and it was stuck
Yep.
in the weeds because sometimes by our dock space, weeds collect there, and then a lot of plastic and weird things end up there. Well, one was a taco thing, and it said hopefully forever, and I'm like, hopefully not. And like,
Yeah, that's a bad thing to be on a piece of pollution, right?
right, right. So I'm like picking
Right.
it out, and I snap a photo and like, share it.
Oh, that's funny. I'm curious who your friend is because I
Oh,
have an idea.
Great Lakes, Great Responsibility. Meg, she's,
Meg,
yeah,
yes.
you know her?
Meg is a champ. Meg is a champ.
Yeah.
We actually just talked on the phone for the first time last week
Okay, sweet.
because we are getting ready to start a we're getting ready to determine what we want our beach cleanup to goal to be for 2022.
Okay, awesome.
And